So there was somebody apparently really famous in the restaurant that we were just in, and there's like some little military guy comes into the restaurant all like really official and like really fierce looking, right? Got a big stick. I was like, whoa, this guy's like intense.
He's a cop.
Yeah, cop.
It was really good food.
It was really good food.
Awesome.
It was really good food. And then we would come out of there, and there's like this big crowd all around, eh? And as I come out, then the little cop, he like salutes me, and like everybody, and then everybody, this crowd, they just like, and the people are like parting the way for me. And
You felt like a VIP.
I was like, man, this must just all be for us. and then as we were like walking away, then the crowd's still like all crazy, and then we could see that they were taking pictures of somebody coming out. So anyway, that's what that video was all about.
Hollywood stars.
Yeah, maybe.
Here we are at the Baby Taj.
Look at that. Can't shoot you. Trying to avoid it. She's here. Yeah, that's it.
We're ready for another chapter.
I like this. I like the walls. The walls? What are they called? The doors? Gates.
Inlay?
The gates. I like the gates. Check out the one over there. On the water. And then that's like the front one over there. I dig it. So, after leaving
Pin Life.
and
Pin
Life. Oh yeah,
Life.
Pin Life in the village.
We went to Varanasi.
Varanasi. That's kind of like northeast India.
But much south actually of where we were from. We were just leaving.
Yeah.
We were like way north, like Pakistan border north before.
Yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, we forgot to mention that.
Yeah, we were super close to Pakistan.
Super close to the, what are the terms that they use for that? The conflict area, or?
Yeah, conflict area.
We weren't like right near Kashmir border, but we were along the border of Pakistan.
Yeah, but weren't tours available to the?
Yeah, and that's
To the border closing, which is a normal thing. That'd be fine.
Yeah, and it's an exception to travelers advisory for most of that north area, with the exception of Amritsar and the Wagyu border. Now you know.
Now you know.
Now you know. So we went to Varanasi. I had spoke to a few people, and they said that India was great. You either loved it or hated it, and when you got to Varanasi, you were hit with the true feeling of old India.
So Varanasi is on the Ganges River, and it is what they say the oldest living city, and they say it's 5,000 years old. 5,500, something like that.
I can't remember the dates. Yeah.
Before Christ, by thousands of years, I think, right? And oh yeah, it must be. And we expected to like get this feeling of like this old India, but we didn't really get that.
Well, we got feelings. If you follow us on Instagram, you saw that I mentioned, you have chills. Your hair is standing on end. We arrived and there was this celebration going on. So there was tons of lanterns, plus the ritual of, sunrise on the Ganges and then lighting the candles and the cremations and everything. Like, I definitely had chills and I had feelings. All while it being super humid and hot. So you're sweating balls while your hair is standing on end.
And they were expecting the air to be like so much cleaner after we're out of the Punjab and all the rice fields being burned. That was not quite the case. It was cleaner, but
it's an interesting energy in that, you can feel the ancientness, but there's a lot of dark energy there. Like,
Well, Varanasi is meant to be the place. If you die there, you're
And are
meant to
cremated. I think that was the other important part of that.
die there and get cremated there. Then you are not reincarnated into a next human life. You then enter heaven and experience moksha.
and
Skip all the steps and
Nirvana.
just like straight into Nirvana. It's just that easy. Just gotta
And
time
the
your
reason-
death in Varanasi.
Yeah, the reason why it also probably didn't feel as old is because there was a lot of, even though it's the oldest continuously lived in city, it is only, the structures are only about 450 years at the most, because there has been a lot of just demolition and fighting over the area because of the significant spot of the Ganges of being some sacrificial point where Lord Vishnu sacrificed 10 horses there. So that's why it doesn't feel as old as it actually is. But there's been people there for still thousands of years.
There is also this dark energy that's associated with tourism, and it's fairly touristy. And lots of people are going there for sightseeing and salvation, and pilgrimage is not just foreigners but also Indians. So tourism and tours and things are big business, and that gives you a different energy as well.
Do you remember the number of people that were going to the ceremony each day?
Enough for a football stadium.
60,000.
60,000. Okay, that's
Yeah.
50,000 more than I was
And
having in my head, but-
if you look at our our videos, we took some videos. It pans out to all the people. Those people are on boats.
yeah, it looks like there's just
On
standing
land.
there.
Like they're on bleachers.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, totally full. Yeah, so 60,000 people every day are going to the ceremony in the evening.
Yeah, and then there's sunrise boat tours as well. And lots
Yeah,
of people go
but the
for-
ceremony though. And so the majority of those people are Hindus coming to experience
Pilgrimage.
yeah, they're basically on pilgrimage for that.
Yeah.
The ceremony is 5 pandits or 5 priests that are all like lined up on these bit of stadium, like little platforms. And they first give thanks to the Ganges, or the Ganga as they call it, and then they pray to Lord Shiva, or actually opposite. Shiva first, Ganges later. And then they have like a whole choreographed, synchronized
Fire dance
fire
sort of
dance,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're like an OG boy band.
Yeah. Yeah, they were.
Do.
Yeah, why don't boy bands use more fire dancing?
No.
Oh, hair product.
Hair products,
Right,
for
yeah.
sure, yeah. Yeah.
So,
There's lots of people bathing in the Ganges too.
oh yeah, God.
Or drinking the water.
Out of, not the Ganges, out of the gutter that went into the
Oh,
Ganges,
yeah,
which
yeah.
was
Dude.
interesting.
Yeah, faith, baby. That is faith, is what that is.
Yeah.
It was something to see.
It's an ancient, loved river, but it is very polluted.
Oh, water
So we
is
talked
life-giving.
about going to the north. Where was it called again?
In Rishikesh.
Rishikesh.
Yeah, which is more like
In
where
the
the
Himalayas.
Andes is being first fed by the where the Ganges is first being fed by the Andes.
The Himalayas.
Himalayas.
Andes is in.
Whoever.
Yeah.
Somebody said
Those
Andes.
big mountains.
Yeah.
Big mountains.
From the snow and ice.
Yeah.
So where it would have been cleaner. We talked about doing that, but it just didn't work out for this trip. But anyway,
Rishikesh is also fairly touristy.
yeah,
lots
because
of
the Beatles
yoga,
went there.
Yeah.
So there's a bunch of like Beatles
Ashrams.
ashrams. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And yoga and people studying to, yeah.
hmm
Yeah.
So anyway,
So we didn't make it there.
no. Anything else from?
Yeah, we did a really cool food tour.
We did
Oh,
a food
yes, we
tour,
did.
yeah. A street food tour.
Yeah, Pam let us eat street food.
Yay! She was just trying to keep us safe, and so we could stay upright for the rest of our trip.
It
I
was
did
quite
approve
good.
the first foodie street food. That was good.
Yeah.
On our first day in Delhi, I did approve that one right straight up.
Foodie?
Puri.
Surely puri,
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, it was great. He did a little walking tour, took us to all the best places that had been vetted for cleanliness and things like that. Showed us some Varanasi specialties. We had mostly North Indian, but some South Indian dishes. It's kind of cool. And then we also did a little walking tour. We saw how silk was made, like the silk weaving.
The silk sarees, the Varanasi
Yeah.
silk sarees are a certain design.
Yeah, I'll definitely put in some of that video because it was pretty interesting.
Yeah, totally.
What are some of the
fascinating.
details from that? Do you remember?
Yeah, every family has their own
Pattern.
design
Yeah.
pattern. So you would see like these pattern cards. So they would just weave the different colors in, but their pattern would be like almost, I would imagine, like almost like a family emblem on the designs. Not a family emblem, but you would recognize where it came from.
This machine is where they hand you the silk. Same as the other one, the cards go along the top. It comes down, but it is pedal operated down here instead of machine operated. So it all has to be done by hand. You can't do the silk with the machine, it'll break. Yeah, and true silk has to be done by hand.
15 days for one sari. So that's why he's mixing the weave too, because one of the things he's sliding through is cotton, another one is the other fabric.
Oh wow.
There was ones with a bit of a motor, and there was ones just being pedaled with bamboo, which was pretty cool to see. A lot slower, and hand like tossed with every.
Painstakingly, string by string,
String by
hand
string.
tossed.
Yeah, those guys work hard. Long hours.
Yeah.
Good thing he's got toe decks there. You pick that up. It's amazing. Look at his
Yeah.
feet.
ये जो होता है ये जैकार्ड मशीन होता है इसको जैकार्ड बोलते हैं
And then we went to a little showroom where they showed us some things, and I bought a cashmere silk scarf.
It was beautiful. So that was pretty much Varanasi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we had 6 glorious hours.
Okay, hold on. We're cutting right there. We'll be
Okay.
right back. That'll be the next chapter.